Does your kitchen faucet sprayer do this? Which is to say, does it do nothing? Well, today I'm going to show you how to fix this. So to get an idea of where this problem could stem from, we kind of need a little bit of an understanding of how the faucet works. So if you think about how the hot and the cold supplies come up to the kitchen faucet, and then they're either mixed together in here depending on where the valve is, indicating hot or cold, or a mixture of the two in the middle. And then when you push this button over here, the diverter in here sends the water instead of out through the faucet through this nozzle. But there's also on the front of this an aerator which allows the water to pass through in jet-like form. So there's two potential things going on here. Either A, the diverter is faulty, or B, it's as simple as the aerator just being clogged up over time, which happens with all the calcium and other buildup that can happen from the water. So, you know, the best kind of way and method to approach this problem is start with the easiest. And the first thing we're going to do is check the aerator. Alright, so you don't even need any hand tools for this, but the first step is to just unscrew the aerator right here from the actual nozzle. And if it's tight and really seized on there, what you can do is get a pair of channel locks or water pump pliers and just wrap them in a towel or something that will prevent these jaws from marring the surface of the aerator. And that's a way you can get it off in case it's really tight. Mine was pretty loose, so it wasn't that seized on there, so just unscrew it off. And then the next kind of test or step is to look through here and see, can you see through all these holes? Or, you know, put it up to your mouth and blow into it. And if you hear something, then you know that there's air able to pass through, and it might not be the problem. But if you're not hearing anything when you blow on one side, you'll know that those holes are plugged up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a solution of vinegar, maybe in a small cup, like so. Just drop it in there, and then I'm just going to pour some vinegar and let it sit for maybe an hour or two. Check it again with the blow test, and if nothing happens, then I'll try letting it sit overnight, and then maybe with a toothbrush clean out those holes. So I'm going to do that now. So while I have my little aerator here sitting in vinegar, another test I can do to really make sure that it's the aerator that's the problem and not the diverter is if I turn on the faucet, and again with no aerator on, if I push this button, water should still come out. And if that's the case and the diverter's working just fine, it's actually the aerator that was the problem. So let's try it. It's kind of hard to hold on. And look at that. So we know that the diverter's not the problem because water's coming out and there's no water coming out of the kitchen faucet. Try it again. It's kind of hard to do without the aerator, but yep. So it looks like that pretty much kind of solidifies that the problem here is this aerator. So I'm just going to let it sit overnight, or maybe in an hour or two I'll come check it again, and then again do that blow test, blow through the holes to see if anything's coming through, maybe clean it out with a toothpick if I can't get any chunks of buildup in there, and yeah, this should be pretty much set after that. Alright, so I have my aerator out now, and I'm just going to give it a test. Awesome, I can hear my breath going through it when I blow on one side, so I know that I've cleaned this out, and you can see through all those little holes now instead of before where there was just so much buildup. There were just even white chunks on the outside of it. So I think this is pretty much ready to go. So now the next step is just simply screwing it back on, and then you'll notice here on the actual handle that sits in that little ridge right there. So just want to make sure that that goes in properly as I kind of use one hand to screw it back on. Alright. And you shouldn't need any tools to tighten it up. If for some reason it's still loose, you can use, again, channel locks again, but then also remember to put a rag or something in there so the teeth don't gouge or gnaw on the side. So let's check it. Look at that. Free repair right there. And an easy, simple fix. So I hope that helps you out, and you can, again, use your sprayer. Before I close up here, I thought I'd just show you one more quick thing. So in case, let's say you screw this back on and water is seeping through or leaking between the aerator here and the handle, there's this little O-ring right here that with time will get cracked or start falling apart. So that if there's a leak between there, you'll probably just want to replace that O-ring, and you just pull that out and just slip a new one in, and that should fix your leak. So just know that if you do notice a leak after the fact, that this thing might need to get replaced, which is, again, a really simple fix. Anyway, hope that helps. If you like this kind of content or want more videos like this, let me know by subscribing, commenting below, or liking. And hope you have a great day. Thanks.